Hey, what's up, solarpreneurs? Today I'm going to be going over a unique experience I had, first time ever that I sat in an appointment with a competitor. So I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly from that experience, and hopefully you don't have to do the same. Okay, but welcome to the show. My name's Taylor Armstrong. We're here to help you close more deals, generate more leads and referrals, and have a much better time in the solar industry. Hope you're closing lots of deals. Hope you are putting your foot to the gas pedal throughout the summer and now entering the fall months, or whenever you're listening to this. If you have not left us a review, please go on to Apple, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to the podcast, leave us a review. That is the only ask we have, and it really helps us grow the show. Hey, so as you just heard, last week I had the unique experience of sitting in an appointment with a competitor. It's never happened. Been in solar for 10 years, and I've never had a appointment where the homeowner actually requested that we both come at the same time. So wanted to share the experience. Actually, some of you may have seen I gave a little highlights, little recap of what happened on Instagram if you're following me over there. So spoiler alert. You can go see it, what happened on social media, but I'm going to be going a little more in depth, and we're going to break out some live footage from the experience, and hopefully it entertains you. Hopefully it gives you some stuff to chew on. And if you find yourself in that situation, you can probably see some things I could have done better, maybe see some things that I did well, just to learn from. Okay, so before we jump into the live footage of it, just the backstory was I had met with this customer. She was pretty interested, but before we could sign the documents, she wanted to she wanted to talk with their brothers that had gone solar recently. And she didn't know which company they had gone with, but she was just like, I trust them. I know they've gone solar. So before I do anything, I need to talk to them. And I told her that we had some deadlines. We have urgency, right? You know, we got tax credits disappearing, lots of reasons to go sooner rather than later. So I told her, look, her name's Margaret. So I said, hey, look, Margaret, we do have to get applications in before some of these deadlines. We're trying to help as many people as possible, and we are working in the neighborhood right now. So we do have to get the applications in. But I mean, if we come back later today or tomorrow, and she's like, okay, well, tomorrow, yeah, come back tomorrow. And she agreed to do the appointment tomorrow, which was great. So just pro tip before we get into the footage, if you can't sign someone that day, give them a reason that you need to get it in as soon as possible, right? Bring up the tax credits expiring, bring up whatever circumstances you have going on. And if you do that effectively, then most of the time you can get a return appointment that's sooner rather than later. So that allowed us to meet the next day. Hey, and what happened next was a total surprise. Hey, I went the next day. We'd scheduled for 4:00. I showed up at 4, and when I got there, she's like, "Oh, I thought you were coming at 5." And I'm like, "Oh, we had you for 4. Still works, right?" And she said, "No, well, I want you to come at 5 because I actually scheduled the other company called Sunrun to also come at that time. And I want you to come so I can see both options, and I want you guys both to present to me at that time." And when she said that, I had no idea what to say. Again, this has never happened to me in my 10 years in solar. So I'm like, okay, are you sure you don't want me to just come after? That's, yeah, I don't want to cause, issues coming at the same time as another company. She's like, no, please come at the same time as him. And I'm like, okay, well, I do have a few other people, so maybe a little bit after that, but okay, I guess I can come at that time. So she said to come back at 5. So I went to a follow-up, another appointment I had, and then got done with that little after 5. But in my head, I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to go later at like 5:30 because I want the Sunrun guy to present everything he has to present. Then I'm going to come in and just blow her out of the water with what I got, and she'll want to pick us. But you'll come to see that backfired on me a little bit and didn't go quite as expected. So let's play some live footage. You can hear some of my stumbling around. This wasn't the smoothest appointment. Definitely made mistakes. And also the audio isn't the greatest, but hopefully you can pick up some of what was going on here.
Did you want me to come in with this guy or? Okay, or I can wait till it's finished, up to you. But... I think I want to go sunrise. Okay, well, why don't we put it side by side and then? Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to fight the sunlight. Yeah. How's it going, man? Good. Okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I've never done this before, but I'm like, sure, can you come compare it? Yeah, gotta do what's best for the home. Yeah, we can just side by side or whatever you got, and then. Yeah. Well, do you have the contract already? Have you guys beat? Do you have like a bigger price? I guess we could offer that, but not. Yeah, you work directly for Sunrun? Or? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So this guy, he's yeah, when I first knocked on the door, I heard this guy saying some negatives about what we had. And so instantly made me think maybe I should have come on time, because I think what had happened, this guy had gone in, he had started basically just going through what we said and saying all the reasons why it wasn't the good option. And that's why you heard her when she came in the door. She's like, oh, I think I'm going to go with Sunrun. So that was part of it. And it didn't help that her brothers had gone solar with Sunrun. So I was already fighting an uphill battle. But I made my way in and wanted to at least see what I could do. So let's continue a couple other sections there.
Yeah, I told her, are you guys selling just the direct PPAs, or I don't know if you already went over like numbers and stuff with it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm like lower than you guys. If I was saying if you can offer something, I could price match that. Yeah. And then go even lower, but that's enough. Okay. It's up to you. Are you guys including the roof too? Yeah. Okay. The back roof.
Okay, and come to find out, he wasn't actually lower, so I don't know why he was saying lower. They were actually slightly higher than what I had told the homeowner. But I start saying, well, let's see what we can do, crunching some numbers. And I basically just wanted to get into some things that we could add value-wise that weren't focused on the numbers. Because you can always get into price battles. It could be a race to the bottom. But what I was trying to see is, okay, if I could offer something that's more value, better warranties, better equipment, can I get her with that? And so you'll hear that's what I tried to start going into is what I thought we could offer her in terms of value that didn't have to do with the price. So let's see.
What's most important to you, Margaret? Because if Sunrun's the best option, then go with Sunrun, right? But as far as the main factors to make a decision, what's the most important for you?
Well, the price is about the same, right? And basically the 25-year warranty setup.
Sure. Okay. So I guess I can tell you a couple small differences, and then because the pricing, it's probably gonna be about the same. I'm sure maybe.
So I asked her what was most important to her, and she really didn't give me an answer. You could tell she was just like, I don't even know, this and that, and definitely was a little awkward being in there. I definitely felt like the outsider. I think she had already made her decision before I even got in the house. But I think she was just letting me in as kind of a courtesy because she said she would. So I start going through some of the things that I thought we could offer to see if that would grab her attention at all.
Get a little lower, I'm sure. Maybe his can get a little lower. So, sure, pricing probably going to be similar stuff. So Sunrun, it's the bigger name, and he can probably explain the Sunrun stuff, obviously, better than I can. He works for it and all that. But yeah, just a meeting with a lot of people that did go with Sunrun. One thing that I do know is a little bit different. They do a 25-year guarantee on the roof section of it. I mean, correct me if you guys do 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, that is one thing that people like with this, the 25-year guarantee on the roof. So that's one difference. And then, yeah, obviously I'm not going to talk because Sunruns, we use Sunrun.
I want to hear. If you have anything bad to say, I want to hear.
No, I don't have them because we use Sunrun too. So I don't have anything bad to say about Sunrun. I just know with this, it's not like a nationwide company. We're privately owned. So I don't know. I have heard that it's like, he can speak to that, and it's not a bad thing, but I have heard it's been quicker as far as service stuff that goes with us. It's privately owned, and local teams and stuff like that. So I guess that.
So that's what I was trying to hit her with more than anything, is that we were able to offer her a longer warranty on the roof, and then we are a local company. We're a privately owned company, so we have local teams, quicker response times. And I was trying to do it in a way, because obviously I wasn't trying to cause a fight there. And I think he was definitely talking negative about us. Because when I walked up the door, I heard some negative things being said. But he's right in front of me, so I'm not trying to trash Sunrun. And it's usually less effective, right? Usually if you trash a company and talk negatively about them, usually backfires, because it makes you look bad at the same time if you're talking negative about a company. So what I found is it always works better to say it from other people's perspective, right? And things that you've heard, things that you've experienced talking to people that have gone with Sunrun. So that's how I tried to paint the picture. And I think another effective question that I could have asked is just, hey, Margaret, if everything's the same, if the price is the same, which one would you choose? Because then that forces her to think, and it forces her to kind of I guess, spill the beans on which one she's leaning towards. She probably would have said Sunrun because my brothers are going with them, right? But it would have given me kind of a temperature check, heat check right there, see what she's thinking. Asked her what was most important in her head. She kind of just said nothing. And so I was just trying to throw out some bait, throw the line out, hook and bait, see if I could hook her with something. But it wasn't going great. So that was, the main points of value that I talked about. The Sunrun guy started saying, I'm sure some of you guys have done this, but as they were doing the roof, they were going to put a separate roof warranty on it. So I'll play this.
Well, I would say that because I've only seen 10 or 15 so far, but we'll be redoing the roof, so we'll have a 25-year or 30-year warranty on that. So that's kind of knowing, because it'll be a new warranty for the roof since we're redoing it, separate from the actual solar 10-year warranty. I would just say basically I work for Sunrun so that because most of the small companies go out of business very fast, because I used to work for a small company. I know Legacy's not quite as small as the company I used to work for, but it is pretty big, but it's not quite Sunrun. We're the largest installers in the United States. We do everything in-house. So our installers, everything's in-house. You guys are a subcontractor of us. So I was like, why would you? We're not a subcontractor, but we just use you guys as. Yeah, I mean a third party of us. So that would be I'm not gonna go buy a Mercedes from a BMW dealership. I guess. Fair enough. I don't know that. And then also as far as the nationwide, I know you guys are more local, but we do have good service. That's what I really like about Sunrun, because I know some reps just kind of sell and don't care. Just to be honest with you, guys know that. But some reps just sell and don't care. Sunrun has really good service, and that's what I like. That they're like there all the time. Like anytime they can go right to their son, they're not done with customers. So yeah.
Okay, so you hear us. We're going back and forth on some small points. Nothing too big against the other. He's trying to say we're subcontractors. Some slight exaggerations. I probably made some slight exaggerations. It is what it is. But I'm going to skip to the end here because this is probably my biggest mistake, or I don't know, something that I was racking my brain about how I could have handled this better. Because you'll hear what happens at the end, and he basically checkmates me at the end. So I'm gonna pull up what happens here at the end, and you guys can send me your suggestions what I could have done better.
You're a brave woman, Margaret. I wouldn't have brought the people. I don't mean to be rude, but it's like Friday night, 6 p.m. I don't want to be arguing in her house all night. Yeah. I know. Gotta work late nights. Yeah. Friday nights when people are home. Oh, I don't mind, but it's like I've been here for an hour already. I don't like keeping people in the house all day for no reason, so we can go back and forth. If you want to just send her the contract, I can just leave. There's no need to stay here for hours. Okay. Yeah, we can just send the contract. You want to do that, Mary? We can both send over. That's what she wanted. So that, like I said, because I could price match it, so there's like no point in going back and forth. Okay. So yeah, I can send you that, and then, I guess I can send you our points. I think there's, like I said, a couple small things that we could add some value to you, but if it's just like the same price and you don't care too much about some of these extra small things that you could get with us, then yeah, you can go with Sunrun, because I know it sounds like your brothers are happy with them a lot. We can just do that then, so we don't keep you waiting. Sounds good. So, you want me to send it right now, and then I guess follow back up? Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so here's where it went really wrong for me, and probably would have been the same outcome either way, but you can hear he took back the control, and then he just said, hey, we'll send the contracts, and that's that. But then as we're getting up, this guy, he just stays at the table. Margaret comes over. I get shooed out of the house, and that's it. That was game over. So I think I could have took back control, just said, hey, Margaret, let's both send what we have over, and then you can think about it without being pressured by two people here at your table. Then just get back to both of us. Let us know which one you decide. But I let him take the control, and I kind of lost the power struggle at that point. I got kicked out of the house. They both kind of tag teamed me, and that was that. So I was kicking myself when I got out of the house. I was trying to think, is there anything more I could do on this? So I did end up actually going back, and it's where it probably got really awkward, but I went and knocked the door again because they both wanted me to send over a contract. But as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I can't even send a contract. I can send a proposal, but until we've run credit and I got her approved for something, I can't actually send over a contract with her numbers. So I went back just to let her know, hey, here's the numbers I got. We can just do the soft credit check and get you over an actual contract. Sorry to bother you, but that's how we have to do it, so you can get the price match. And at that point, I think, she was already in the process of, looked like, signing up with the Sunrun guy. She told me to, you know what, just forget about it. I'm going with Sunrun. I'm like, well, don't you want to at least get the best price? If I can send you over the better numbers and then have them price match it. And I could see at this point, the Sunrun guy, he was definitely not happy that that I knocked the door again and that I was trying to meddle with this sale. And I was probably like, this guy, he's like coming to just have me make less on the deal or whatever. But I'm just like, hey, well, if you said you can price match it, then why don't we get her the best numbers? I'll send you this. But at that point, she didn't even want to talk to me anymore. And it was like she was going with the Sunrun guy. So unique experience. Could have handled a little bit better. Could have not let myself get walked on like that. But I was just trying to like think, how can I do this without having it be an awkward, weird experience for the homeowner? I don't think I avoided that. But next time, I definitely probably want to be there at the same time as the other guy. So, it's not so much a negative vibe when I get in there. And then just ask the homeowner. I think I did good at asking her what were the most important things she wanted. But another question I could have asked is, if everything's the same, which one are you going to choose? And let her talk. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed some of the footage. Hopefully it entertained you, if anything else. Okay, but make sure, before we end this episode, wanted to invite you to check out the next episode. We've got the one, the only Melissa Ramiza coming on. This girl, she is planning some of the best blitzes that I've ever heard of. So make sure you tune into next episode. We've got her joining the show, and she is just dropping her exact model of how she recruited hundreds and hundreds of reps to her blitzes, how they've closed thousands of deals this year, and how you can do the same. So make sure you tune in, and we'll see you on the next episode.